the E.A.F.P podcast.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe.
We love him so much. He's a special person for all of us. He's so nice. He's so nice.
You can watch it live every week on Facebook under the Jonko Navi and the Star 6 Media Facebook page. Hey everybody, what's going on? The E.A.F.P podcast here live once again. And man, oh man, do we have a good one for you today. As always, guys, make sure you follow us on all our social media platforms, the Jonko Navi Facebook page, also the Star 6 Media Facebook page as well, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch is all our social media platforms too, as well as I am about to share the link for you guys so you guys can join me to talk about the World Cup today. And man, was today a fun one. Today was a great one, to be honest with you guys. I'm posting up the link right now as we speak, so that way you guys can join me, or you could always be on the comments too as well to join me to talk about the matches today that we got. And man, oh man, if you guys were up at 4 a.m. to talk about it, or to watch it just like me, hey, that means we love it, right? That means we absolutely love what we do. But let's get it going here. Let's talk about it. Hold on as I get it going. Give me a second. Yes, I know it's hard to do this when you're doing it all by yourself. Production work would be great if I get some help, if you guys are interested in doing some production work for this. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's start off. What should we start off with? Let's start off simple, right? Let's start off simple and working our way up. Obviously, today you see where I went. Yesterday, I repped the United States men's national team. Today, la Selección Mexicana played today, so it was rightfully so that I get to wear my green. So we're gonna do it. All right. So let's start off slow. Let's start off with what we know, and then we just end it on a bigger scale. So let's start off with right there. France started off how they finished the last World Cup, and that is by winning. And then, it was crazy at first, right? I think hit my ball. It was crazy at first. We all thought, wow, Australia coming at first, scoring in the 9th minute. We were thinking here, like maybe just maybe, that this World Cup curse is real. Everybody thought. At first I thought it too. 9 minutes in, and they already get scored on. That is something that you do not see. As of late, if you're the World Cup winner, right? As of late, if you're the World Cup winner, you see that constantly. And it was that way it could match. It's a little off, but whatever. But it was crazy. It was a crazy start between France and Australia. Literally Craig Goodwin scoring in the 9th minute, and we're thinking that this curse was real, right? And we really did. It took France a little while, though. Even though they got scored on, they still dominated. They still possessed the game, and you felt like they were going to score right away. And right away they did, and they really did. Rabiot with a nice goal, and then it was just France all from then on. Olivier Giroud scoring his second, Kylian Mbappe with the third, and then the fourth one to put it away. Another one from Olivier Giroud. France just starting off on the right foot today. After a slow start, after a scary start, not slow, scary, because Australia just came out of nowhere, going down the right, getting the cross in, and then Craig Goodwin with the goal in the back of the net. Everybody thought that this was going to be another performance for the home team struggle. Obviously, the first game, Germany struggled against Mexico in 2018 after they won the 2014, and Spain lost to Netherlands in 2014 after they won the World Cup in 2010, struggling to open the game, but no problem. France, you've seen the quality, you saw the depth, you saw the just the quality of players, and again, just like yesterday between England and Iran, it's the same thing today. Just men among boys in today's matchup between France and Australia. So it was another game where you thought that France was going to take over. They did, and it was just, after that, after you seen France take the lead after the second goal, you just thought right then and there, all right, that's it, it's over. France is just going to dominate. They did. 89 minutes of pure dominance. The 1 minute that they give Australia is the goal that they scored on in the 9th minute, but that was pretty much it. The link is here on the comment section, guys. If you want to join me to talk about the World Cup today, as we started off, we're starting off slow and building our way up, right? I actually just should have started off with this one instead of the France one, but it's all right. Denmark and Tunisia played a hard fought draw. It was very very tough, a tough game. It was exciting too. It was probably the most exciting 0-0 matchup you probably get. Both teams desperate to score the goals. Both teams on top of one another, on top of each other, trying to get the goal on both sides. Denmark probably controlled the game a little bit more. Denmark had the most opportunities to get there, and 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 Denmark should have gotten the goal. And unfortunately, the ball didn't go in the back of the net. They had that one opportunity. I think it was in the second half, with like 60 some odd minute corner kick that ended up had free header hit off the post, and that was probably like the closest Denmark got in the second half, with a few chances here and there. Schmeichel coming up big saves in the first half. It was good. It was a good overall game. It was. The teams deserved the point, but Denmark deserved the three. And right now, as you can see right here, with my ugly handwriting and whatever, if you can see it right here, I got the standings right here. France in first with 3, along with Denmark, and Tunisia is tied with 1. And obviously, in last place is Australia into this game. So, ooh, I don't even know where to go after this. I mean, I just broke down Group D before I even went to Group C, because Group C was very entertaining for 2 different reasons, right? 2 different reasons. One obviously is what I'm wearing today. That's one reason why it was a little bit tough, and I started with Group D instead of C. All right, I'm going to save the Mexico one for last. Okay, so right there, ladies and gentlemen, David beats Goliath. I think I spelled his name right. Word check would have got me anyways. Regardless, guys, ladies and gentlemen, if you were up at 4 in the morning watching this game, if anybody was a Messi fan, Argentina fan, or just a fan of football, fan of soccer, if you were up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. in the East Coast, 2 a.m. out west, 1 or 3, 3 in the mountain time, and midnight in Hawaii. Yeah, I give you all the time zones here for the United States. If you were up this late or that late or that early, you missed, you saw the probably one of, if not the biggest upsets in World Cup history, in soccer history, in history. We would have thought that, the game, it should just, yeah. it's hard to say something simply because of how the game started. Now Mexico. Argentina got a penalty at 1-0, 10 minutes in. Messi converted, scored the goal. And you thought, okay, here's where, again, we're probably going to see another performance where a dominant team, a team with high quality, is going to dominate, just like England did yesterday, and obviously France there later on today. But that didn't, that happened way after. But we were just going to see a team just complete control. They've won 37 games in a row. This was going to be, the year that Argentina was going to make it to the World Cup final, win it all, do all this, do all that. We thought that this was going to be it, that Messi's and Argentina are just going to just dominate this game. And you know what? They questionable offsides in some, but goals that, Argentina scored that were ruled offsides. Okay, that's one. 2 other opportunities too as well, even before they got scored on in the second half. That's another one. But give credit where credit is due. In Saudi Arabia, even conceding the second goal, they just stayed in their place, stayed in their lane. They defended well. They were pretty, speedy. This is the one thing that we all knew about Saudi Arabia, that these guys had speed left, right, middle, everywhere throughout this field. And how our teams are going to defend that, and if they were going to be a pin in everybody's, bottom foot, just being that annoying second team in or a third team or fourth team in that second group, or in the Group C. And it's still hard to believe that Argentina lost 2-1, as I have the down here on the ticker right here, the goal scorers in the game and the score line. It's hard to imagine that Argentina lost to Saudi Arabia. And again, give credit where credit due with Saudi Arabia. They came, they played. That's why you play the game, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's why you play the game. Because just because you have this player or this team is that better or this team is the defending champs and so on and so forth, whatever the reason may be, you play to win the game simply because anything can happen on any given day, on a one-off game, in a tournament where you only are guaranteed 3 games, and in those 3 games you have to show out. Saudi Arabia came out and played, and Argentina didn't know how to react. Now they had a clear chance. I think it was Messi who had the clear chance in the second half where the ball bounced right in front of him, and it was just a slightly tap, and then went right into the keeper's arms. I think they had probably like another 1 or 2 more chances after that, and Messi had 1 more on top of that. And they just couldn't find the back of the net. They just couldn't find that second goal. It was hard for them to break down Saudi Arabia and their organized line in the back. I mean, it looked like they defended with all 11, including the goalie in the back. And it just looked like Argentina didn't have no answers. No answers going out wide. They kind of almost like double, triple, quadruple team Messi when he received the ball down the middle for him to go out wide. Like you just saw Argentina just move back, keep going back, and just just yeah, just there was no type of answer for Argentina today. And it was a good thing to see for the football aspect, for the soccer aspect, for the fan aspect. Like it was good to see that. Like you want to have a game where there's an upset in there. You don't want to have favorites. Allah, hello, my bracket. Um, you don't. You want to see the best of the best. You want to see. Oh wait, that was prematurely coming up. Sorry, I apologize for that one. Hopefully, you guys didn't see that, but you guys wanted to see. You guys just want to see a game where a team of lower standards comes and beats a Giants or a mid team, a team with higher standards, just like Argentina, Saudi Arabia, and we saw that, and we did that, and we saw that today earlier this morning. It's good to see that in the game of soccer, in the game of football. Like it's great to see every aspect of that game just coming out. Just the underdog team, just coming in and ruining an opportunity for a team of that quality to not make it out of their group, or making their group a lot more harder than what it's supposed to be. You guys are listening to the E.A.F.P podcast here, or watching the E.A.F.P podcast here on Facebook Live under the John Conavi Facebook page, and also the Star 6 Media page. Guys, make sure you guys hit the bell on both of those pages just to get notified when our episodes are live. Not just my soccer podcast, but Sports Strip Live, Big League Chicago, Slapshot, 3 Up, 3 Down, Only Football, and also my show and the John Cona and the JCA Sports podcast, which is on. We have shows every single day for you guys. And my show will be on every day from here until the December 18th on the final of the World Cup. So I'll be on here every day to talk about the World Cup games for you guys. And it's going to be pretty exciting, pretty great, pretty. I mean, it's been a decent start to this World Cup after all the scrutiny that it got within the last 8 years and in recent months and recent days before the tournament has started. So I am pretty okay, pretty stoked, pretty excited that this is going on so far. The World Cup hasn't been that disappointing yet. The first game was good. Day 2 was great too as well. And now we got day 3, and now everything just hit the fan right now. Like Qatar literally just hit the fan. And welcome to the FIFA World Cup, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's on. It's gone and it's going. And Argentina is the first giant to fall in this group stage against Saudi Arabia. I want to know what you guys think. The comments are on the comment page. Make sure for you guys to join. Or if not, just leave your comment right here, and we'll talk it over too as well. But I don't know what you guys think. How shocked were you when you guys saw Argentina lose 2-1 to Saudi Arabia early this morning? Yeah, it was a very, 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 very interesting day too as well. And on top of that, let's get to it. Let's talk about it because I have a lot to say at the same time too about this one. A 0-0 tie between Poland and La Selección Mexicana. Now, let me start off by saying that the Selección Mexicana surprised me by a decent game plan to where they looked like the better team. Now, by me saying that, I would like to introduce you to my special guest today, El Dios Memo Ochoa. because he is by far a god. I'm sorry, but because of him, we were 0-0. Because of him, this guy gave us that point. And because of him, in every World Cup he has played, he has come up big in big situations. Brazil 2014, um, Sweden, was it Germany 2018? Uh, he should have been the goalie in 2010. I will go far and out in saying this. And I know 2006 he was called up and everything, but we knew he wasn't going to play. But I'll give him that one. But he should have been the World Cup starter from 2010 and on. This guy comes up big and gives his respect. This is his last World Cup, and I will enjoy every single one of them because this guy right here saved the Selección Mexicana and forget the point. And the penalties where, okay, I could see it from both sides where, okay, it could have been no era penal 2.0. It could have been easily could have been no era penal 2.0, right? Because both of them were fighting for the ball. Now, both of them had their hands on the jersey. I get it. And then the call for it, I get it. Hector Moreno did pull it. He was on the wrong side behind them. Looked like Lewandowski already had passed them up, and it looked like it was already heading to his goal, and all he had to do was beat Ochoa. But okay, I get it. And Mexico had the opportunities. They dominated the first half. They should have ended in a goal. Alexis Vega could have had that opportunity right there. I know it was a difficult one to control off of first touch after the cross from Chucky. Fine. Okay. Or Hector Moreno, sorry. But even then, Mexico had plenty of opportunities to put one in the back of the net. Julian Antuna in the second half with like minutes left in the game. He should have picked up his head. Now he got it. He was on his preferred left. He took a shot. Rather take the shot, take the pass. But he had Raul Jimenez wide open, and it was an easy tap in for La Selección Mexicana. You know, Henry Martin, Alexis Vega, Chucky Lozano, they all played good. Oh my God, what is his name? The other midfield that played on today too as well. Now Hector Edson, the dude from Pachuca. Why am I forgetting his name? Oh my God, let me look him up. I shouldn't be forgetting the player, but he played an amazing game today. He was Mexico's best player, and I am looking up his name right now. And when I find it, I am going to be Luis Chavez. That guy had a hell of a game today. He really did. He was solidifying the midfield as best as he can. Had good, decent runs. Behind helping out, supporting the middles out wide, supporting Netson and good opportunities, and helping Hector Herrera distribute and giving the ball in open spaces too as well. Man of the match right there for me for the Selección Mexicana. Everybody else probably sixes and sevens all around, probably even some fives. But the Selección Mexicana today, the Selección Mexicana today, just they had enough to compete, but they didn't had enough to win. And that's what I'm going to go with right here. Mondo here on Facebook says, well, let me just take this out real quick. Let me take out my special guest so I can read this perfectly. He says, Saudi Arabia played a masterpiece offside trap. Yep, they did play a really high line throughout the whole entire game. The reason why Argentina had 3 offside goals, I feel like Argentina will be very hungry the next game against Mexico. It's going to be a good game. Mexico needs this win, but Messi needs it as well. And you're right, Mondo. You're absolutely right. Saturday game scares me a little bit more than usual, simply because I already knew it was going to be a tough game against Argentina for the Selección Mexicana. I knew it was going to be, it wasn't going to be easy. Now, this is me thinking, and everybody in the world thinking, that Argentina was going to get the 3 points today, and being in cruise control for game number 2 against the Selección Mexicana, where we might have seen the Argentina team take off the gas off the pedal a little bit, but it's not. It wasn't, and now we're gonna face again, like you just said, a hungry Argentina team who are desperate, and that's the one thing Mexico has to play to Argentina's desperation to get a result. To me, a result can be another point, another draw, whether it's 1-1 whether if it's 1-1, whether if it's 0-0. I mean, I prefer a goal, maybe even 2-2. Hell, man, I'm asking too much for a 2-2, right? But like even a draw between the Selección Mexicana and Argentina would be good enough, depending on what Poland does in against Saudi Arabia. Now, if they pull off a tie too as well, if they get another tie, then now the opportunity for Mexico to take over this group is in their hands, because they tied against Argentina, they tied against Poland, the two toughest teams in this group, and now Saudi Arabia doesn't look like that easy. All right, let's get the 3 points like Iran is in Group B. And I just feel like this is the game. This will be a game, and I'm gonna talk to more. You know what? And let me just wait. Let me just save what I gotta say for Friday, because it's gonna be another breakdown for that game too as well, as I have this show on every day. But it's gonna be a tough game. It's gonna be a really tough game. Again, match the desperation, match the intensity as much as you can. Be in control of the whole entire game. You're not gonna have the same possession as you did today, and then we'll go from there. But going on to today's game between Poland, like it was a typical Selección Mexicana matchup that we've been seeing for the last 2.5 years, give or take. After the World Cup, probably like 2 years, probably the last year and a half to two. We've seen the same Selección Mexicana. I mean, they were organized better today. Jorge Sanchez played a horrible game. He got the yellow card. That's just me personally how I seen it. Yes, he got a lot better throughout the game, but he started off slow, and slowly but surely he got into the game. Um, but it was what we typically have been seeing for the last 2.5 years. No creativity on top. There's no threat for a goal whatsoever for the Selección Mexicana. Like none. Like nothing at all. Chucky and Alexis Vega, even though he took that one shot that went wide or left, I believe it was wide right, depending. I don't remember, but like those are his type of shots and his type of angles. But even then, outside of that, it was nothing really they were going to threat to score a goal. They had opportunities. They pounced on Poland's mistakes in the back. I mean, you could see that they won majority of their balls like midfield on into Poland's back line, but they didn't know what to do with it. Like there's a lot of stagnant playing of just here, there, going all around, going from one side to the other, trying to find a way to get their wide players into the game. Now, if you have a guy who's very on point or has a somewhat precision passing in Hector Herrera, then you find maybe that's how you kind of distribute the ball here and there. But it's kind of like what they do is just everybody touches the ball going left and right? And when they go forward, it's kind of like, okay, the teams just drop back a little bit, and they know what they're gonna do. Just find the wide ball and put it in. Henry Martin did all he could do today because that's what he was provided with the team that he was around with. He was around. He was a nuisance. He was playing. Hell, he even Edson Alvarez shot put a head in there just to create something. Like that's what the Selección Mexicana is going to be about. Finding a scrappy goal, finding a goal just like that, finding a goal to where um a shot is taken, the player just comes across, they put a head in, they put a foot in, they put a body in whatsoever, just ricochet the ball off somewhere just so the ball could be in the back of the net. Ochoa is Dios. Easy as that. The best Mexican goalkeeper in the whole entire history of the Selección Mexicana and Mexico's history. We're seeing it with Memo Ochoa. Say whatever you want to say. I know where I'm from. I know who I root for. But you can't deny the fact that this has been Mexico's best goalie throughout their whole history. And I'm not just saying that simply because it's like, oh, well, he came from America, he plays from America, and so on and so forth. That has nothing to do with it. A little bit. I'm not going to lie. But even then, his contribution ever since he was the starter in 2014 and then on with the Selección Mexicana has been top. In every World Cup, there's always a Memo Ochoa game. There's two Memo Ochoa games in 2014. The one against Brazil, they kept it 0-0, and the one when they beat Croatia 4-2. And everything that he's taught everybody that in Croatia, they team is small, this and that. The future Ballon d'Or winner Luka Modric was talking all his smack. What happens? Mexico puts a four-piece on them, and they advance and eliminate them in the playoffs or in the group stage. 2018, his game against Germany, his saves against Sweden or Korea, what it was. Like Ochoa comes up in this opportunity, and he came up again once again. It's just, ooh, it's just now we just need to see more. We just need the supporting cast. Mondo again goes on Facebook, says, "See Mexico games today against Poland. Do you believe in La Selección needs a better striker? And how do you think Poland is going to do against Saudi Arabia?" Look, the striker position has always. I think it's more than just the striker position. Like I love Raúl Jimenez too. The dude hasn't played in over a year and a half consistently ever since his head injury against Arsenal in December of last year, 2 years ago. He hasn't. Okay, Mexico has the opportunity, has two strikers that are in form at the moment, and they're not on the squad. And one of them is Chicharito, and the other one is in Europe with Feyenoord and Santi Jimenez. You take a guy who hasn't really done anything since he's been called up for the Selección Mexicana and Rogelio Funes Mori. And Henry Martin deserves to be with the Selección Mexicana because this year he proved that he can be a reliable striker with America, because even though I cheer for America myself, I've always said that this guy is not a good striker. Well, prove me wrong. I'll shut up and I'll support you. And guess what? He has proven me wrong. So I have supported him. He's the only one that deserves to be the starter in the Selección Mexicana. And if it was between the other two that I just said that's not in there, between Chicharito and Jimenez, I still wouldn't start Jimenez because of how young he is, even though he's playing well and he hasn't gotten a lot of minutes out in Feyenoord anyways, even though he's the leading goal scorer in the Europa League. Side note for that one. But you know what you're going to get with Chicharito. And with this team, maybe this team does need a Chicharito. Maybe this team does need a Chicharito type player, because even though he's what, 33, 34 up there, somewhere around there, you still see him in LA Galaxy, and I've been watching him. You still see him doing the old Chicharito boom, calming down the midfield, which what Raúl Jimenez does and what Tata Martino likes to do, getting the ball from midfield and being the leading supporter for the attack. What Tata Martino likes to do, try to distribute the ball out wide. What Tata Martino wants them to do, distributing the ball going out wide. And try to see if you can receive the ball in, because the players out wide, Corona, Chucky, Alexis Vega, Antuna, just serve the ball in and just try to be there inside the box. What is Chicharito's specialty? Because inside the box, dude, say what you want, he knows how to find the back of the net. As much as that hurts me to say, but it's true. And when it comes to the Selección Mexicana, I don't care who you go for. I don't care who you root for, as long as you get the job done with them. It's a striker position that has been needed for years, for the past year and a half, 2 years, possibly even more, since Tata Martino has gotten this job. That's all I have to say. As for Poland, though, the difference between Poland and Argentina today is Argentina can play an open game. Poland likes to be more secure. And that was the reason why Mexico kind of dominated the ball a little bit, because Poland rather is like, you know what? You have possession of the ball. You do this, you do that with it. We can defend our life. We could defend our life throughout the whole 90 minutes. And when we get you on the counterattack, we have one of the best strikers in the world. Now, Mexico did a good job to limiting Lewandowski today. Now, give credit where credit is due on that part. They did a good job of limiting him today. But that's Poland. That's how Poland has been playing for years. Szczesny in the back as a goalkeeper, as a reliable goalkeeper. They could defend all they want. And the moment they go on the break, bam, let's go. And like I said, one of the best strikers in all of world football. That's their game plan, and they don't go away from it at all. There was a few times where Mexico kind of lost possession, and you kind of seen the little attacking force that Poland can get and can create when the players, when they're on ball, when they have possession. They go wide, they do this, they do that, they do everything all around well going there, but it's just their game plan doesn't change. And with a team like Saudi Arabia, who was fast, and you could tell that the Argentinian players, that they were just a step or two behind these Saudi Arabia players simply because of how quick they are. They were just all over the place defensively. And that's what I'm interested in seeing too. And can Poland still keep it? I still think Poland can do a solid job against Saudi Arabia. And maybe this is just their one-off. Maybe just because they beat Argentina. Who knows? I don't know. We don't know, right? But I do maybe just maybe Saudi Arabia will come off. This is too much of a high that when they play against a team like Poland, like they did today, or they will on Saturday, that maybe they'll hit a little bit of reality check, and it will just open up the door for Poland to come up and get the W, or maybe even tie. Who knows? Saturday is going to be an exciting day for everybody, including myself. I mean, Friday and Saturday for me, of course. Watching the men's national team against England. More to come. That I'll be live all week, ladies and gentlemen, around this time, 6:30, 7 o'clock. I will be posting out. Follow me on Facebook, Eric Saul Lavila, to get notified when my shows will be on. Also under the John Conavi Facebook page and the Star Six Media Facebook page too, as well, to get notified when all our podcasts is out. Not just my soccer podcast, but also all our other podcasts under the Star Six Media platform. And as always, just like and share all of our shows. You're more than welcome to share the shows. The more, the merrier, to talk about the game of football and all the other sports that we talk about under the Star Six Media platform. So I mean, today, I got the standings. Even though the standing says Saudi Arabia in first, Poland in second, Mexico in third, and Argentina in fourth, I'm not going to do that. I got Saudi Arabia in first, Mexico in second, Poland in third, man, Argentina in last place. Man, today is a day where the game of soccer, the game of football, literally took a W, simply because this is what we like to see, right? It doesn't matter if it's Argentina, it doesn't matter if it's France, it doesn't matter if it's Germany, Brazil, England. Name all the top dogs that you want. Name all the top teams that you want across the world. Name whatever you want to say. This is what we like to see. A team that's in the bottom, like the Saudi Arabias, like the Irans, like even the Australias, even at that. And all the teams that just got there just by getting there. You this is what you enjoy the most. You enjoy the fact that this team um did the world football a favor and giving an upset that is, quite frankly, it happens in almost every World Cup. And so credit's due. Congratulations, Saudi Arabia. Thank you for making the group a little bit more difficult and making Argentina a lot more tougher, because the Selección Mexicana faces them on Saturday. But it is what it is. Mando over here on Facebook says, Andres Guardado is at his fifth World Cup. Rafa Marquez played at 5 World Cups. Who do you think is the most decorated Mexican player between them two, or both? No, definitely Rafa Marquez. Um, Definitely Rafa Marquez. Andres Guardado, I mean, decorated career, yes. He was a great player. One of the guys, one of the rare players too, that just had a very great, good, consistent playing career, not only in Mexico but out in Europe too as well. But definitely Rafa Marquez. I mean, if you want to talk about accolades, I mean, Barcelona Champions League winner, Champions League winner. Um, uh, you name it, captain of the World Cups for 4 World Cups, I believe it was. Maybe, yeah, 4 World Cups. I think he was the captain of, and he scored in every single World Cup. I don't think Andres Guardado has. I'm not sure. I have to. That's a good deep. That's a good look that I have to see. But no, I definitely Rafa Marquez for sure. He deserves it. I mean, again, Andres Guardado deserves his round of applause, his accolades to what he has done. But between them two, definitely Rafa Marquez, and I think Rafa Marquez puts himself in that Hugo Sanchez, Hugo Sanchez categories, the Cuauhtemoc, the Luis Hernandez's, all the other players, all the other great Mexican players that came before him. I think Rafa puts himself literally up there with Hugo Sanchez, fighting for number one and number two as a defender. And Hugo did it. I mean, the only reason why Hugo Sanchez played in Real Madrid, scored goals in Real Madrid, won titles in Real Madrid, and you can say the same thing about Rafa Marquez. Won in Barcelona, won big in Barcelona, was part of that big group in Barcelona too that made that history. Yeah, so I mean, it goes on and on and on. But yeah, for that question, Armando, that's a good question. Rafa Marquez for sure. So yeah, guys, I'll be on live every single week. Cutting it short today. If you guys want to continue rewatch this, or you can always rewatch the show. You can always share the show. I will always comment back. If you guys have any other questions or join me, the link is always on here for you guys to talk soccer with me. I'll be on every single day around this time, 6:30, 7 o'clock, to talk about the World Cup tomorrow, day 4. Geez, why did I forget who plays tomorrow? Golly, I am so bad. I think I was just very excited about today to talk about today that I forgot even to mention the games for tomorrow. Thank you. I appreciate it, Armando. Thank you very much for the support right there. Tomorrow. Oh yeah, that's right. He says awesome podcast, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Like I said, I'll be on every day, 6:30, 7 o'clock. I'll be posting it up on the John Conavi Facebook page and the Star 6 Media, so you get notified when my show will be live. Tomorrow we got Spain group. Yeah, Spain, Costa Rica, Germany, Japan, Morocco, Croatia, Belgium, and Canada. Oh yeah, Canada. Thanks. So all the CONCACAF teams will play. We've already been playing yesterday, today, and mañana. And then we're on to the next. We're on to day 2 starting on Thursday. Should be exciting that. So just tune in tomorrow. I'll be here live right before the JCA Sports podcast. And we'll be live tomorrow too as well. I'll be live on every show. Again, always like, share, follow the show. And make sure you guys keep on the lookout for us. Today was a good day. I believe it was a good day. It was even though Mexico tied, it was still a good performance. I don't leave today. I don't go to sleep today angry. I don't go to sleep upset, but I don't go to sleep happy. I'm content, and I think that's good enough for me to actually, just to live for another day and wait till Saturday. Saturday will be a good one, but today Mexico did okay. Wish I wanted more, but they got a point. They got a result. I think you get a point off of this game. I mean, I got them at getting a point today, and then vaya con Dios on Saturday against Argentina. So, yeah. That concludes this podcast today. I'll be on back tomorrow, same time, same place here on Facebook Live under the John Conavi and also the Star 6 Media app. Follow us for more episodes. Follow me for more episodes and all the other episodes and all the other podcasts on here. Sports Strip Live, John Conavi, the JCA Sports Podcast, Big League Chicago, 3 Up, 3 Down, Slapshot, Sports Strip Live, and many, many more podcasts. And if you guys are interested, always give us a shout out if you're interested in having a podcast and joining our media group too as well. I'll always leave that one out there for you guys. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Breakdown of the final, no, not the final. The final group stages will be on Thursday. So I will see you guys mañana, same time, same place. You guys, good luck on your gambling. I will not give you any gambling advice tomorrow or for tomorrow's. No, I'm not going to do it because I said Argentina on the money line, and that just brought me down for tomorrow. So I'll see you guys mañana, same time, same place. I'll see you guys then.
Scrooge smile with the quality of his goal.
See you later.
Oh. Yes.
He's intolerable.